Hello, everybody, and welcome to Thirsty Thursday. We're thirsty for all of the magic we're going to learn, the past, the ancestors, what we're missing. What are we missing? We're missing so much. So, my name is Fawny D, and I've channeled the cards. I always do a midnight meditation, and I feel into the energy, which the energy is really crazy right now. I know you all feel it too. We need to start working on putting the energy out, the good energy. And that's what I've been doing because there's enough bad energy to fill the world right now. And we need to counteract the sad and the bad and make it happy and thankful. And that's what we're going to do. So, we had some very deep long messages. And I think it's because everything's kind of coming to a head. And we're kind of tumbling through it in our spiritual journey. The cards had a lot to say, the ancestors, the spirit guides. And I think at this point right now, we need to do some dark night of the soul mirror work. And I just told a friend of mine that the other day. We need to sit in front of a mirror for a while. We need to talk to ourselves because what we're doing is we are questioning ourselves and we're talking to our higher power, our ancestors, our source in our heart. We're asking questions that we need to ask, and then we're quieting our mind and listening for the answer within our heart. So that's what we're going to do today. When you do the Dark Night of the Soul mirror work, you are the one that is going to criticize you probably in the mirror. But you have to know how to take that criticism and turn it into the beauty that you really are. Because there's a little bit of criticism in everybody. I mean, but your criticism is probably teaching you what you're doing wrong also, because we're all a little part of each other. All right, today is 4/16, 2026, and that's a 21, which is the 3. This is a divine message. Fawny D was brought back for reasons, and because Fawny D's got a lot of stuff going on in her world too. But Bonnie D was kicked in the butt and said, get back on. And there's reasons why I'm back on. People are needing me, I'm needing people, and that's where we are. So, we're going to start out with some basics. I always start out with a lot of basics. It kind of pulls you in and shows you that what the cards are trying to tell us about our life. It is a collective reading. It's always a collective reading because we are basically a collective and then we have to incorporate everybody. So, the first cards that decided to come out was the t- telepathy oracle cards. Those were the first ones that come out. And I thought they were interesting because attract. The appeal of soul pairing goes beyond superficially. Soul pairing. This doesn't mean it's a lover. It doesn't mean it was a friend. It could have been an ancestor. It could have been a brother or sister from another life, another dimension. Let's not write it into that. But yeah, we have to connect with the soul, the pairing. Um, and we have to look, there's a little door and window. We have to go visit and we have to learn. I'm still seeing people listening to things, but proving themselves. They're cutting it off, interrupting it, and pulling themselves into it. Why not listen to the message completely, think about it for a minute, and then bring your suggestions in? But people are still with that ego trip. Their way is the best way. Admiration. It's time to think about everything you appreciate in your partner. This is all about connection. This is all about soul connection. This is all about friendship connection. Any kind of connection that you have, this is about it. And we really need to show our appreciation, which we don't enough. That's a beautiful, beautiful view. And we got Cupid. Love is in the air when Cupid is around. Cupid, I'm going to say Cupid, it's fairy tale type thing, but we do need to realize that love is in the air. We love, they love, we all love to an extent. Some people don't know how to love, some people do, but we have to learn how to love. I know we've been through a lot, and I get it. It's hard to love when you've been through so much hurt, but we really need to pull it out of ourselves. Now, the cards that come out with this one was really, really interesting. Um, the first one that came out was 44, integration. And I combined body, mind, and soul to lift all of humanity into a new dimension. That's what we're doing. If we heard the call and we are trying to help people, including ourselves, come to a realization that we are all energy and we are all connected. This is what we're supposed to do. Meditate more, clear your mind more of the outside world, and go within. I always tend to go within my heart space because that will really help. And, if you look here, you are drawing the energy. This one has got the crown glowing the third eye, and therein looks like prayer meditation, same thing. And this one is connecting with it. And it's a 44 and the phases of the moon, which would make sense. 44 is a master number. It doubles in power. And the card that connected with that was the number 39, which is a 12, which is a 3. Flames of wisdom crone. I am open to all of life's wisdom and share it with gratitude. There is not enough gratitude right now in this world. We take things for granted. The two owls, the wisdom, this one's flying circles and this one's just gazing. The crone is trying to help. It's the crone is seeing things that needs to change and trying to change it. But we really don't want to interfere too much. The full moon, yeah, is giving a lot of energy, and the cup. You'll feel it. You'll feel the warmth around your heart with the crone. We also got 28, which is a 10, which is a 1, and that's new beginnings. And this is release. I release that which does not serve my higher purpose with gratitude and love. The angel calling card. The beauty of life. When we open ourselves up to it, we'll feel it. And 21, which is another 3. These are getting to be the divine messages that we need to work on ourselves. 21 is your own path. I follow my own unique path with courage and strength. This is where we need to be. This is the courage that we need. The problem is when we listen to the outside world, we get confused because the outside world is not the knowledge of the inside world. Some of us have it, some of us don't. By talking to people, you'll realize who has it and who doesn't right away. And this is the beautiful energy we need. These cards tell stories, and the stories are all part of us. We have to remember that. Now, the Mystic Forest Oracle really wanted to come out, and it was interesting because we had just got through all that. Pursue happiness. Never apologize for what brings you joy. Only you understand where you truly belong and where you can find your safe space. Follow your bliss. I have been talking about that, when both of my parents passed away the same week. That was really hard. It took my happiness down a notch. And it made me feel like I didn't have that safe spot anymore in life. I didn't have, if I would have disappeared, no one would look for me. Sure, I have a husband, but that's not that unconditional love that you feel from a parent. So when you lose that and you're still working on self, you need to throw yourself a life preserver and remember that you are in the pursuit of happiness, that you're going to lose things. You're going to step back and think about things. You're going to feel like you're in limbo right at this point, but you're not. You have to seek and you have to learn. You have to quiet your mind. And if it feels like it's taking too long and you just want to know, then go back into meditation. And then we got the deeper world. She's walking up steps going towards happiness, but she's still trying to release. So she's still looking like thinking about it as she's walking up the steps for happiness. She's still stopping herself because she's still thinking about the outside world. A deeper world. Don't push or force your way through life. Finding balance, even in dark times, will open your heart to the depths of compassion in every moment. Deeper world. See, here she's looking sideways, but now she went up the steps and she's going into another area and she's not looking back. She's got to this point in her meditation because the door is open. Pure intention can open doors in the universe and make the impossible possible. Believe deeply in goodness and watch the magic happen. We can do this. I know there is so much bad in this world. I get it. But we can be the keepers of the good. We can be the keepers of the light and bring it out in the world. That's what we're meant for. We're meant to tell people that it is not that bad. It's okay to feel that, but you need to climb out of that. Now, the Soul Helper Oracle, I have not seen this one in a while, and it really called out. It's a 13, which is a 4. Rise above the dark days of life. Do not fight them, but have faith that the light will always return. This is a pep talk. This whole reading is a dark night of the soul, a release. Be prepared and find the strength. She is ready. You have had your share of good and bad times. Night falls cool and gray, but day will dawn, bringing you the sun and light, warm, soft, and healing on your skin. Do not struggle when there is nothing to struggle against. You are neither night or day, but instead you rise serenely above both. You are neither darkness nor light. You simply absorb them and transform them into something new. There is nothing that the outside world can give you. The only thing that matters are the light in your heart and the voice of your soul. Meditate in silence and without distraction from thoughts of anger, rage, and sadness. Rise above these feelings. You are not your rage or your anger, nor are you the sadness that tries to make you feel bad about yourself. You are always the person you decide to be, the person you want to be. This is always within your power. The warrior within you is a servant of the light and brings you centeredness and meditation. Your inner warrior light is the source of wisdom and stillness, bringing every weapon to bear to shatter out for you. The shadow of depression, when its icy hands reach out for you, connect powerfully with the renaissance of your inner warrior. Do not reject it. The part of you is blessed with knowledge and is more familiar with peace than any other, precisely because it is the aspect of your personality that protects peace within you. Warriors rise calmly above all potentially threats because they know fear. They know it so intimately that it no longer holds any fear for them. Your helpers for the next 21 days, the power animals, the panther, the herbal essence oil is cedarwood, healing crystal is the snakeskin jasper, and the number is 4. So those are signs that you want to watch for to give you clarity of the rise above. It'll let you think of what you're doing at that point and try to guide you to the right way. Now, number 4 reveals that you need solid structure now more than ever. To feel secure, you need an ordered space. This number brings a sudden burst of energy. Use it to get your life in order. It brings good humor and cheerfulness. Things will be less complicated and life will become easier. Start to be aware of yourself and your body more keenly and take care of your physical needs. Number 4's energy field is the mastery of matter in order to be able to create paradise, wholeness, divine order, and manifestation. This is where we need to be. We need to be on guard. We need to be figuring things out with our creator, with our avatar. And be ready, because that's what that's telling us. We've got the intuitive whisper, and it says it's a number 36, which is a 9. One next step. What if you stepped into the unknown? What if you followed your instincts rather than following the crowd? So often we stop ourselves from taking action out of the fear that we might get it wrong, or we are not clear on exactly where we are going. This moment is the time to stop procrastinating, listen to your gut feeling, and take the next step. It could be designing a mood board, starting your novel, getting out in the nature, or whatever you desire. The first step is the hardest. To take a deep breath, face the direction you want to go, and step forward. The rest will follow. How to take one step. Place one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly. Close your eyes and take a few deep breaths, feeling your belly and chest rise and fall. In your mind's eye, picture yourself 5 years from now. Where are you? How do you feel? What are you doing? And who are you with? With that vision, ask yourself, what is one practical step I can take to move forward that vision? Open your eyes and go for it. We make things so difficult when they're really not. And I would say to take the next step and keep on walking. It has the path. So what are you waiting for? Now we've got number 35. And number 35 in the Magic Spirit Oracle, you are so brave to keep on going the way you do. The Forbidden Forest, bravery, persistence, and redemption. I am healing and redeeming the lost parts of my soul. I love this already because we have so many lost parts of our soul that we put on the back burner and said, we'll pick you up later, and we never showed back up. The brave one, she who persists, even when her heart is aching and she feels she cannot make it through this day. She has traveled long and deep, grown tired, and rightfully so, in that dark and forbidden forest. The place is said where you might not survive. The place, they say, that if you go to, you must return to it again to retrieve your soul. This card represents the hero who chose to continue on their journey, nor half-heartedly, but with devotion and reverence. That part of the journey and nearly causes you to lose your soul or something essential to your being for good, and then having to return to retrieve it. Doing the same had things nor once but twice it not easy to do. Even if it is just rummaging, it's in our head and heart. It still activates the same old wounds, pain, and stories. The brave one recognizes that to go on as her fullest and highest self, she must return to the forbidden forest and retrieve and rescue her soul. This means facing the dragon, taming it, and eventually befriending it. If she does this successfully, she will unlock greater power, magic, and healing within. It will be a redemption and become a significant point in her journey. Pulling the Forbidden Forest card can be a positive affirmation that you are in the active process of this journey, that you are indeed being brave like the hero. You are carrying the inner and outer gifts you so rightfully deserve. Alternatively, this card can be a sign that you may need a return to the Forbidden Forest to heal, retrieve, or resurrect something of yours. Is there anything you have been suppressing or resisting? You may be at a point where it's time, even if you need to ask others for help. That is brave too. Every hero needs an ally. This may be a good time to do a journal session, self-guided meditation with instrumental music in the background, or even seek counsel with a loved one or therapist if you feel called to. Imagine returning to the Forbidden Forest to retrieve and heal a lot. Visualize it in detail, walking through the woods. What do you find there? A messenger, a wound, your soul, a memory, your higher self. Allow your inner vision to manifest through you. Ask your spirit guides or ancestors for insight. That is perfect of the Forbidden Forest. I think that we all need to take a walk there and it'll be good. Okay, now the Messenger Oracle wanted to come out, and I completely agree with this. And this is Seek Lessons, the Green Wolf. Wisdom is born from seeking the lessons in all experiences, both the good and bad. It is born from the awareness that everything is connected and that all happens for a reason, even when the reason remains a mystery. Embrace a new idea, new awareness, or the new knowledge that comes from listening to your internal voice and to the human and non-human teachers and messengers who will come in and out of your life. Let them inspire you to explore unknown paths. Yeah, I think we shut ourselves off too much from that. We don't want to learn, we don't want to know, but I think we need to know. And I think there's some of those lessons are good and some of them we feel are bad, but even the bad lessons can sometimes help us. The Divine Master by Kyle Gray. Kyle Gray is one of my favorite. He does some beautiful cards. We got Serapis Bay. It's a paradigm shift, activation to grow, make the necessary changes. Yes, we are going through an evolution, a paradigm shift, and people are either having a hard time with it or they're coasting through it, one or the other. Sirius Bay is the divine master who is responsible for helping those on earth move through the process of ascension, which isn't about transcending the body, but fully aligning soul, mind, and body to transcend all earthly limitations. He is a divine being who, according to the ascended master teachings, was a priest or spiritual practitioner during the time of Atlantis. And like many of the spiritually aware Atlanteans who were consciously living connected to Source, he fled the land before it was hit by a catastrophe and went to Egypt, where it is said he chose to incarnate several times as a priest. In one of his incarnations, he is believed to have unified the Greeks and the Egyptians in harmony and peace. To illustrate this, he was depicted as Greek in appearance, but with an Egyptian headdress and breastplate. A temple of Serapis is mentioned in historic texts dating back to 323 BC. This powerful guide now assists those on earth willing to move beyond stagnant ways of doing things and into a more enlightened way of living. He is a master for the new age. Your message is this is the time of change. Out with the old and in with the new. This isn't a call to discard traditions, but to reflect on what has been learnt and how things can grow. You are being invited to move things forward rather than resist the change taking place. The universe is encouraging you to know that if you do resist change, when it does come, it might be more difficult for you to adapt to it. So don't hide or run from it, but meet it with grace. Your energy is being activated now. This means the gifts and knowledge that have been locked within you are rising to the surface. Your ideas, beliefs, and trajectory are changing, which means changes will begin to unfold around you. If you meet with resistance as you chart your new course, it's important to stay aligned with where you are going and what you are creating rather than be pulled back into the old. You are here to evolve. Yes, that is a perfect card for us because, yes, we are here to evolve. And the paradigm shift is going on, and that is what we're activating, and that is what a lot of us are fighting. We don't know it, we don't want to know it, we don't care, da 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 da. But yes, we are going to know it, whether we like it or not. And I think we'll love it once we quit pulling tug of war and we just release and go with the flow. I think we'll be okay. Now, the Starseed Oracle was really interesting. We got deep cellular healing, Arcturus energy, physical and emotional healing. This is so needed on this planet right now. This Earth is just so wound up that it's going to take a while to unwind it. Your body knows how to heal. Healing is your natural state. Physically and emotional disharmony can be a reflection of how the world, inner and outer, has been out of alignment. If you're suffering from a mystery or chronic illness, don't allow yourself to think you've done something wrong. Today, it's difficult to navigate our health. If this card has made its way to you, you're being called to focus on your healing in practical ways, to prioritize your health, to be kind and tender to your miraculous body, to give yourself the grounding and care you need, to put your body first, to nourish yourself as you would a newborn baby, to treat yourself with tender care. You may be called to switch things up with your body or your emotional well being, to call in a team of helpers to support you in navigating any challenges you may be experiencing emotionally. The Arcturians are a galactic group of beings who have mastered deep cellular and emotional healing. They want to know that it's possible to feel vibrate in your own body and well in your skin, to have your cells return to effectiveness and vitality, to find calmness and tediousness, to have a soothing nervous system and a tranquil heart. Place the card on the portal of your heart and whisper the following: I take back my vitality and energy and feeling more and more healthy each and every day. My body knows how to heal. My body knows how to heal. That is perfect because according to everything that we've studied, it can heal. We just aren't sure how to get it healed, but I'm sure we will be taught by someone in our ancestry down the line if we listen. The next card to come out was the Sea of Mitaka. Seeing potential, bringing unconscious to light. Mitaka is thought to have been a water-based planet containing the most crystal clear water you could ever imagine. So clear that you could see the miles and miles underwater. The Seas of Mitaka card represents the crystalline clarity of potentially and possibility. It's about the ability and choice to see the potential in all people and situations. This could be one of your natural traits, or it could be a sign that what you're currently doing has great potential. Mintakans are thought to have been a galactic race who saw the light in everything and everyone. You may have received this card as confirmation that a situation or project has extreme potential and will reach fruition. If it appears in a spread, it's a very positive sign that things are working out for the highest potential of all involved. It's a very uplifting, light-filled card that brings great harmony, contentment, and positive outcomes. According to the Carl Jung, that which we do not bring to consciousness appears in our life as fate. When water appears in dreams and art, it often represents the unconscious mind. Pulling this card also means you may be called to bring to light any unconscious patterns of which you're aware, to look at them and see them clearly and consciously so they don't appear in your life as fate. What unconscious patterns or behaviors are you ready to brought to the light of day? How can you see the potential in a situation you're facing? What unconscious pattern are you being called to bring to light? Yeah, you got to ask that question because right now we're all fighting to connect. So, is there a pattern that you are working on and you're not able to connect, or you're keeping yourself from connecting? I got another Gray that wanted to come out, and it's the Gateway of Light Activation. And this is what started the ancestors for me. This was the first Kyle Gray that I purchased because the energy just drew me to it. And if I can remember correctly, I think it was almost 2 years ago. The heart of source, all encompassing love, unconditional acceptance, and serenity. This was the first card that came out of this deck. And I can remember because when you put it up towards the screen, it was like so pretty and it was almost like tranquil looking at it. The source of the universe is a gigantic heart. It beats our angels and beings of light. It is what many call God. It's love that is beyond gender and dogma. It's the infinite experience, infinity. It's all that is, was, and ever will be. It's love being love and expressing love. It's an energy that can be explained but never fully comprehended. It's where we have all come from and will all return. The strangest part of all is that we've never left, even though the spiritual beings having a human experience and many feelings that source is separate from us. The truth is that we're always connected, even when we feel we're not. This gateway takes us not upward, but inward. It's the gateway that reminds us that through the stargate of our heart, we are connected to the heart of creation. Not only that, but we exist and express ourselves within the heart. Even though we may be on planet Earth and experiencing Earth as a planet within the Milky Way, all of this and more is actually being expressed by the heart of Source. The vastness of this divine love is inexplainable, but it's who we are. Say thank you, Source of love, for bathing me in your infinite light and for reminding me I am one with all that is. You are connecting directly with the heart of Source, the creator of life and love. You are blessed to receive this card, for it shows the cup of your heart is being filled with love until it overflows. The divine energy that is with you is helping you melt away any blockages so that you can be open to the love, acceptance, and appreciation that you deserve. You are being encouraged to view yourself in a loving way and give yourself permission to be loved. If you have been holding back for a while but are now ready to share the love you have within, this card lets you know it is safe to do so. You are loved, loving, and lovable. Step forward, claim your worth, and enjoy a new level of spiritual openness. You are truly blessed. We were blessed the day we were conceived, and we will be blessed the day that we die. That is just a fact. And everybody should know that believe in our Creator, whether it's Source, God, or what. And I think that it will be beautiful. Now, that was kind of like a spam. That was just getting us ready. This is going to be the completion of it. Now we go to the Enchanted Map Oracle, and the first one we got was a 2, and it's the Gentle Gardener. So this is the air. I feel air and earth with this card. The Gentle Gardener. Be your own person. Be a conscious co-creator. The Gentle Gardener is visiting you at this moment in your life to remind you that your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs create your reality, your experience. She is the embodiment of the energy within you that is sent out into the field of co-creation and ensures that all that you are is reflected in the world of form. You are aware of your thoughts. What is their quality? Believe in limitless possibilities and you will see miracles unfold. The Gentle Gardener guarantees the integrity of everything you send out into the world. Stay positive and expect a wondrous return. Your garden is abundant with beauty. And what's interesting is the eggs, the fairies are coming out of it. It's like the seed was planted and they're growing beautifully and they're coming out. And the beauty of her is looking down. So the Queen of Wands was the clarifier for that, and that's passion. So the gentle gardener that is laying the seeds and the beauty, that's the passion. Follow your intuition to make the best decisions in relationships, works, and projects. This is enthusiasm, leadership, creativity, intuition, relationship strength, and integrity. This is all of that. And I feel that we are going to be the gentle gardener, a lot of us. And it's not just the outside garden, it's the inside garden, it's the physical garden, it's all of it. The next one we got was the Bone Collector, number 1. Okay, the Bone Collector. When the Bone Collector appears, she is asking you to look closely at your circumstances to see if you're fully present or reacting out of past conditions and unconscious expectations. Whenever we're wounded, especially when we're young, it's as if something essential is stolen from us. We adapt and accept a version of the truth that then sets us up to behave a certain way in the future when faced with situations similar to the original event. What we know about ourselves thus becomes influenced by a perception of limitations. You may feel unworthy or without courage. You may see yourself as flawed or unlovable, or expect to be criticized. The Bone Collector reminds you that the truth is that you are a powerful being with limitless possibilities. She has kept safe what was stolen from you in the womb, the wounding, and is here for you as you reclaim it now. You have everything you believe you lack, and the bone collector is your inner resource. Act as if you have what you want and what you need. Anything is possible with awareness. The wounds of the past need not define you. Yeah, we will have a lot of things that we always wanted that we may never get. There'll always be someone critiquing us. That is what it is. Or we will be critiquing somebody, but we have to know that we have to learn. Maybe we're supposed to learn what we're critiquing. Just keep an open mind, and that's what we do daily, and things will work out. Now we got the Page of Wands as a clarifier for the bone collector, and that's creativity. I'm thinking because the bone collector come out and it's kind of like, be yourself and collect things and tell stories. Now is the time to express yourself in words, pictures, dance, music, or through any other creative pursuit of joy. We have to get happy, people. I know life's hard. I get it. My life's hard. Everybody's life is hard. But if we walk around in a dismal state, that's what we'll attract. Everybody with a dismal state. Okay, now we got one more that had to come out. And I think we got this the other day, and it's a 10, rock bottom. Surrender and acceptance are the keys to freedom. Difficult as it may be to accept, it seems that you've reached a point where you can go no further in the same manner in which you've been doing things. Perhaps you've hit a proverbial brick wall or experienced a deep, powerful sense of being. The only way out is through surrender, acceptance, things as they are, and admit that you have no idea what to do next. If you wait in that heartfelt moment or release, then a stairway will appear with like magic, and all manner of synchronicities will show you the way to higher ground. The rock bottom card is a sign that a miracle is about to occur, but only if you let go completely. Yeah, I think a lot of us are hanging on like a clam, like we can't do anything else. We're at rock bottom. We'll just sit here and wait for a miracle. No, actually, we don't want to sit there and wait for a miracle. We want to turn it in a different direction. Maybe it's this way or this way. Maybe it isn't this way. So there's all kinds of different perceptions that we can look at. Now, the clarifying card for the rock bottom was the Queen of Swords, and that's resilience. See, that's what I'm saying. You can look at it different ways. Don't look at the same way you always look at it. Change it up. Be prepared to make a strong decision or to respond to a final decision made by a woman. Yeah. She's doing it. She's making a new path. Okay, now I got one future card. Future wanted to come out. And people, all in all, this is why we have come back. We were the kids by the side of the road. We were the kids that wanted to come back and change the future, and the kids that are coming now, the new children, be all you can be. And that's a number 3. And that's a divine message. And that is a divine creation looking at you right now. They will be so open with the third eye and the beauty of life, unlike the other children. Many unique, sensitive, high energy children are incarnated now, programmed with the spiritual knowledge for the golden future. These souls are bringing with them refreshing new perspectives and being born without karma. They enjoy a sense of freedom and lightness. It will be recognized that they need to be stimulated, kept interested and allowed to express themselves physically as they grow. They will find life much more acceptable as the frequencies rise and will blossom as the air becomes pure and the food more natural. All will have their 12 chakras open with their 12 strands of DNA connected. This will enable their powers to be activated so that they can become the masters of the future. They will be taught to develop the responsibility required for this. By 2050, all babies will be born with slightly elongated heads that mark the bigger brain capacity of the new golden age. Their brains will be configured so that they understand the new spiritual technology. Their awesome psyche, spiritual gifts, and talents will be ready for use. In the golden future, the potential and gifts of all children will be honored and encouraged. Mother Mary is overseeing the incarnation of the new children and helping them to be all they can be. Your task is to recognize and appreciate them so that they can step into their full power and happiness. At the same time, it is important to acknowledge yourself, for this card indicates that Mother Mary is lighting up your latest gifts and power too. This beautiful being has nurtured and loved children throughout time, and she is inviting you to hand your inner child to her to receive encouragement, blessings, and spiritual awakenings. You have much potential within your soul that is waiting to come forward. So allow your true essence to shine. That is the perfect card for the end of the story because this is what we're going for. We're rescuing the children. The children will be very beautiful, brilliant, smart in the future, and they will be spiritual. So, well, I'm glad I was able to come and do a reading for everybody today. And, I hope everybody has a beautiful day. And, may every step in your journey be magical. And you know what? Like I always say, just be you.